What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy Standard video here. Post-ban list, don't forget. For those of you who don't know, go check out my ban list video where we talked about the changes. And yeah, it really does feel like a brand new format, and I enjoy that. I really have been having a great time over the past couple of days playing this with this new standard format, and we got another rotation happening in August, so it feels like we're not going to have to play this format for that long. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and see what we can cook up. And I've had a lot of people ask me over the past couple of days on my live stream, when are we going to play Dragonhawk again? And here it is. Now, this is a deck that we made, I'm trying to remember, I think it was like right after Tarkir came out because of Temur Battlecrier. And a deck that I've been spending a little bit of time on. Wasn't quite as good previously because prowess was too fast for it. Some people were still playing town, and trying to play Dragonhawk against town is maybe not the most appealing thing. There is still some flood mods floating around, but not nearly as many bounce spells. But the concept of this deck is that basically the whole deck is built around this card, Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest, which is a 5/5 flyer for 5 mana. Whenever it enters or attacks, you exile X cards of your library, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. You may play those cards until your next end step, and then at the end step, for each card you didn't cast, they take 2 damage. So you can imagine, as the card suggests, you want to pair this with a lot of creatures that have 4 power. And we have quite a few of those. So Cactusfolk Sureshot, say that 10 times fast, 4/4 ward, reach 2, ward 2, and reach. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can give other creatures you control with power 4 or greater trample and haste. So that, importantly, is a way to give the Dragonhawk haste. And haste on this thing is pretty absurd because it is similar to Titans, like Primeval Titan of that ilk. It has an enters and an attacks trigger. So the turn you play Dragonhawk, if you just have Dragonfolk, just for example, say this is the only 2 cards you have in the battlefield. You play Dragonhawk. You exile 2 cards because it counts itself. So you're exiling 2. That's 4 damage in their end step. Dragonhawk has haste. You're attacking. Exile 2 more. That's up to 8 damage. And then plus 5 from the attack itself. That's 13 damage with just these 2 cards. And then every single 4 power creature you add from there, it just gets more exponentially powerful and more damage. You have Lumbering Worldwagon, which isn't technically a 4 power creature. But the cool thing about Worldwagon is that if you go turn 3 wagon, that gives you a ramp spell to cast Dragonhawk a turn early. You can then, with the Dragonhawk trigger on the stack, use the Dragonhawk to crew the wagon, and then when the trigger resolves, it will see an extra 4 power creature. That means they'll take 4 plus the wagon attack. Trailblazer, again, we're playing a lot of 4 power creatures, so this is pretty cool because you get to draw a bunch of cards. And then more importantly, you can plot this on turn 3 if you don't have an elf or any other ramp spell. Plot this on turn 3, play your 4th land, and then this is your 5th mana to play the Dragonhawk, which will also draw you a card. So pretty powerful there. Now, it might look a little strange to play a Gruul deck and only splash 1 card, but trust me, this card is worth the splash. So Battlecrier makes all of your spells cost 1 less for each 4 power creature you have. So if you have, say, a Battlecrier and a Trailblazer, your Dragonhawk now costs 3 mana. And when you play it, it'll see 3 creatures, so they'll deal 6 to them, you'll draw a card off Trailblazer, tons of just ways to make your spells cheaper. And also, Battlecrier with Trailblazer is kind of messed up, because it just sort of allows you to chain them, where your spells cost less and they're drawing you cards, which means you can see a lot more cards and deploy a lot more stuff in the same turn. Shardbite Rookie is kind of a weird one. It's not a 4 power creature, but it can be. And what's interesting about this is the way that the curve works is if you go Rookie on 2 and then have any of these the turn before you play Dragonhawk, it's basically, if this is a 3/3, when Hawk comes into play, you can stack the triggers to resolve the Rookie trigger first. It'll be 4 power, and then once the Hawk resolves, it will see an additional 4 power creature. Ruby, it does work with 4 power creatures, and it is a mana dork. This is probably one of the weaker cards in the deck. I'm not entirely sure what I want to replace it with. Perhaps more copies of Esper Origins. This card's quite good when combined with Temur Battlecrier, because You usually only want to put this in your deck if you have a lot of self-mill or ways to discard it to the graveyard, because when you have to spend 2 mana and then 4 mana, it's not that great. But when the Esper Origins is discounted by Battlecrier, what that means is that the front side only costs 1 mana, and then if you have 3 4-power creatures, you can flash it back for, checks notes, only 1 mana. So 2 mana, you can cast both sides of this, make the 4/4, get the saga, and then go from there. 2 copies of Herd Heirloom, only 2 copies because it doesn't cast Worldwagon, but it is good when you're playing 4-power creatures because it's a way to get some extra card draw and give them trample. And then some removal spells in the form of Torch the Tower, and it's a green deck, we gotta play some elves. Mana base got a little bit of an upgrade from Final Fantasy in the form of Starting Towns, which does make the numbers a little bit easier. It looks like a lot of basic lands for 3 colors, but remember, you do need basics for Worldwagon. And then moving on to the sideboard, some counter spells, sweepers, Heritage Reclamation, mostly here for the graveyard aspect. We don't need to kill Core Steel Cutters anymore. Spectral Denial, again, for control matchup. Ghost Vacuum for Omniscience, which, by the way, Omniscience, still a deck. There is the 5 mana reanimation, I think it's called Repair and Recharge. So people are still playing Omniscience, and it still looks pretty good. Pawpatch Formation for Demons, Scooze for more graveyard hate, Frenzy for Shieldred and the like, couple of Vivien Reids for the grindy matchups, and a Season of Gathering just in case we decide to run into some coping domain players, or more likely Abzan Yuna or Naya Yuna. But in any case, that is the Dragonhawk deck. Very, very impressed with the way this one played out, and I think you guys are going to like the games today. So I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Yeah, I remember we had this conversation when we were playing the Battlecrier Trailblazer clones combo deck, and Mockingbird unfortunately does not work the way you want it to. The Sand's got potential. Yeah, the taxing effects, it kind of works the same as like Thalia versus Prismatic Ending, where yes, their Prismatic Ending costs 1 more mana, but they're still spending 2 colors on it, so you can still kill Thalia for 2 mana. What is my favorite cake? It's a very odd question to ask. Is that like asking me what my social security number is? I don't know if I should answer that. But if I had to answer truthfully, I guess I would say carrot cake. I'm a big carrot cake guy, especially like the cream cheese frosting, dude. Ugh, talk to me. Secret ingredient? What do you think? That doesn't really give me any information on what the secret ingredient is. I feel like I'm still kind of missing the, like I still don't know what the secret ingredient is. No, it actually didn't. Not Cutter is still 100% legal. Every single deck can play it, and every single deck should play it. Monkey Brain, thank you for the tier 1, 26 months. It was actually, I promise you, it wasn't a reference to the card. I just like carrot cake. Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but bro, stop. What do you got over there? You have an Overlord. Man, I don't know what to do this turn. You're gonna think this line is weird, But I kind of want to just cast Trailblazer and then use the map on this Trailblazer. Yeah, I think that's just better. It does mean that I don't have a second red source guaranteed for Hawk next turn, but... Okay, never mind. That kind of worked out. I just realized our opponent is the Slurp Lord. I don't know what to make of that, but, you know. So, if I... Hawk, they go to 7, attack for 4, they go to 3... The nice thing is, they can't, even if they have Yuna, they can go Yuna, get back Overlord, but they can't kill the Hawk. So, like, if I play the Hawk, they basically can't play Yuna next turn now. I mean, it would have been nice to hit a land, but I guess this is fine. Dragonhawk! Bird Dragon. Is it Bird Dragon or Dragon Bird? Alright, Yuna stuff, huh? Yuna stuff. I feel like we have way too many sideboard cards for this matchup. Torch is bad, I know that. I mean, I kind of want this stuff too. Even Frenzy is reasonable. What the fuck do I cut? You can go. One of these can go. These can go. It's probably over sideboarding to do the Ooze and the 2 Heritage and the 2 Vacuum. Just cut like rubies, maybe? No, cut like a Rookie. Something like this, I don't know. 1v1. I think I'm taking the Slurp Lord. This hand's nice. Fear of missing out. Mana's looking kind of shaky over there. Ruby! The fuck is Slurp Lord? Our opponent's username. Their name is Slurp Lord. That's who we're playing against. The Lord of the Slurp. Never heard of him? I lied to you? Did I? I wouldn't necessarily call it lying as much as stretching the truth. There's a big difference. True, Slurp Lord the Virtuous. What makes them so virtuous? Why is my mouse deck now invalid? Nothing OP was in it. That is because they removed the single copy of Self-Destruct that was in Ken Yukihiro's deck list. They actually they removed that. I don't really have a reason why, but that's the card that got banned. The Self-Destruct was too much. Hold control, please. I hold control in response to casting my own Dragonhawk. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, you know. I just had to I gotta make sure that, you know, we don't have any illegal cards in this deck list. So you gotta get that Self-Destruct out of here. It did, yeah. Well, that's why it got banned. it won the Pro Tour. They're like, the self-destruct is too good. We can't let people playing that. It won the Pro Tour, you know? Dude, Wagon's coming in there. Wagon, Wagon, Wagon. All right. Fine. Can you remove the Hawk? That is the big question. Can you kill the Hawk Tua? I now have to endure a game of Pioneer. Please don't make me do that. Dura. Only if you tell me that I don't have to play Gates / Maze's End. Because if you make me play Maze's End, it's going to be a no for me. Anything but Maze's End. Counterspell. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. So counter unless they pay 2. Okay, I mean that's fine, right? I was like thinking if I had to hold up the denial for more than this, but this should be fine. Remember when Streamer played 2 different Mazes End decks on stream? I do remember that too. When Foundations came out, we played a little bit of Mazes End. That was kind of sick. I miss those streams. For people who don't know, Mazes End is standard legal. I bet a lot of people in the chat didn't know that, but I would assume it's good, Thunderbird. I haven't tried it myself yet, but I gotta assume it's good. Didn't lose anything. Chat's been telling me that a couple people in chat have been playing that deck, and they said it's good. Prowess was only the fun new brew for like a week though, and then it just got old, you know. It wasn't really fun for that long, let's be honest. Come on. It got old pretty quickly. Yeah, the gates were also reprinted. It would have been it would have been really funny if they put Maze's End in Foundations but didn't put the gates in. This hand cannot cast any spells. I'm gonna go ahead and take a mulligan. This is good if we're not playing against mono red. I think we just do this. This is kind of the vibe. Shramp. Three sets ago? Well, if it was only 3 sets ago, then it would be like a month and a half, right? So it's got to be more than that. Can you believe that we're already getting EOE spoilers next week? Like what the fuck? How? Literally how? That's unbelievable. I'm taking this hit from Slasher, by the way. I don't give a shit. I'm just taking it all. I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Duress. Hope they cast that. Ah! They're at 12. Fuck it, we ball. I'm at 7. Okay, huge. Huge. So 6, 4, 2. They have Liliana, Duress in hand. I may want to hold back the elf. Oh no, because I can just hold back the Trailblazer, right? So do this. Cast this. Give me a red source. And then go Ruby, red, Torch Bob, hit for 7. They go to 5. And then I have a blocker in case they have land plus 4-mana demon. Hey, what's up, Slurp? GG's, GG's. The Slurp is here in the flesh. The Lord of Slurps. Yeah, it does kind of feel like spoiler season never ends. It's kind of outrageous. Lifelink. Lifelink is cheats. Yeah, if I send all 3, they can trade Karsi Revenant for Trailblazer, go up to 8, take 7 down to 1. But there's no reason to attack with Elf, because in that same scenario, they just put this here, so... But I do think I have to force some sort of trade this turn. Because if not, I'm just dying in 2 hits to the Karsi Revenant. Didn't expect them to trade both, but... I do need to find some action next turn, though. Some action. What you got? Go. Well, this didn't go well, did it? Ah. That wasn't great. Not a great couple of draws here. Yeah, Shelly is gone soon. Shelly, honestly, over the past, like, I would probably say over the past, like, 6 months or so, I'm just dead to the Karsi. Shelly has kind of been Shelly is definitely not the bad guy, you know? Why didn't they kill me? Huh? You just didn't want to kill me? Okay. I mean, I don't think I have it out, but it's certainly, it is definitely not that. Okay. All right, mono black. Pawpatch. The counterspell's good against mono black? Not really. I mean, I guess they can counter Shelly, so they're not that bad. Do we think they're demons? It's tough to say, right? Like, we didn't see an Annex. I guess they can't... No, they can't be playing Annex. Yeah, because they wouldn't play Annex with Bob. Okay. So we don't need to board in, like, the Viviens and stuff, or the Disenchants. So, lower to the ground, probably topping out with Shieldred. I mean, I don't think any of this else is that good. Yeah, I think I just, like, do it like this, honestly. Yeah, I mean, look, they're allowed to put Dark Confidant in and a Holy Annex in the same deck. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but they're certainly allowed to. I can't condone that in good faith, but, you know. You do you, boo. Some people have guts. Definitely not me. Apparently, I am one of the people who do not have guts. Oh, didn't kill the Battlecrier, huh? Unfortunately, I can't double spell here. Trade's bad, I think. Drawing 3 rookies is not great. What the hell is this? If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die exiled, you gain 2. 6, put a creature exiled with the Darkness Crystal onto the battlefield tapped. Dude, they're willing to pay 4 life for that thing? I don't know if I'd pay 4 life for that. This is awkward. Do I have to attack? Yeah, but they just trade. Trade kind of sucks for me. Yeah, I mean, I got it, right? Okay, sure. Yeah, true. Guess we got trample. Yeah, well, I mean, they have to wait till 6 mana to get my Hawk, right? I do have an untapped land, so I can go rookie into land into make a greed and then play rookie. I mean, that was a good turn. You're at 12. Editor, roll the clip. Roll the clip. Oh, that was fucking awesome. They are in fact not a coward. They are in fact I respect opponent. I respect Stellar Storm. You have earned my respect. I didn't think they could do it. I did not think that they would do it. Made a few changes. Yeah, you can share the link. Take a look at it. Opponent, I believe, if my calculations are correct, I believe this is lethal. Draw. -2, -2, -2. I actually can't cast that. They go to 5. They block 3. Yeah, they're dead. All right. It would have been nice to cast this, but I don't need to. Cecil, Tiny Bones, Cage, Voice, Demon, Throat, Sanguine, Elspeth, Mistmoors, 1 Arden. Ooh, I like the Arden as like a big cage hit. It's similar to the 1 Craterhoof Behemoth in the Celestia deck. I like that. That's kind of cool. And it makes demons for Annex. That's a good call. Deck looks sweet. I like it. It looks good. When they were building their deck, do you think they realized the interaction between Unholy Annex and Dark Confidant? And do you think they just said, fuck it, we ball? I think they knew. I think they knew. Nah, we don't have good Barbard in Arena. We have this one and then the Final Fantasy one. We don't have the OG. I wish, man. I wish. Yeah, look, just because they banned just because they made the red deck worse doesn't mean we can go just putting Unholy Annex in our Dark Confidant deck. You know, we can't get that aggressive. We gotta be a little bit more sensible than that. They have Revenant to gain life. True. That's exactly what that means. I don't know about a -8. I don't know if I could be talked into a -8. Okay. Not dead to that, thankfully. Give me a nice little Dragonhawk off the top. Oh. Come on, man. You know they're going to flip Annex. Can I cast that first? Yes. Right? Rookie for 2. Trailblazer for 0, make blue. Battlecrier, trigger this, draw card. Right? I think that works. I mean, we are kind of behind here. Oh, baby. Talk to me. Come on, dude. Okay, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. I wonder if this is the first time that's ever happened to them. 9, 8, 7, 6. Then I go to 3. Shieldred would... Well, Shieldred would kill me because of the Trailblazer. I guess I could trade the Trailblazer to play around Shieldred. It's definitely the safe line. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll admit, I'm a coward. I'm a coward. Okay, that's fine. I mean, like, we're still in a good spot. Just do this. Oh, baby. All right, so play this. Play this. Make a green. Cast this for 1. And then we can also flash it back for 1 mana? Dude, that's kind of correct. Flashing this back for 1 mana is kind of disgusting. And that also triggers the Trailblazer. Oh my god, dude. Holy. They're at 13. Yeah, I'm gonna send them in there. I don't mind if they trade. I think we've got enough use out of this Battlecrier by now. I do like that you hit 5 lands in a row. 6, right? No, I guess it was 5, because I bought him 4, hit the canal. Yeah. Dude, the summon is so sick with Battlecrier. I wonder if that means we should just be playing more summons. I could see it. Bruh. Dude, we gotta have a talk. Stellar, we gotta have a talk. You and I. We gotta have a nice heart-to-heart. A little conversation. This. Greatness at any cost. Can I find a spell? Yeah, that qualifies. That one does qualify. Should be lethal, right? I would guess. 12 minus 4 is 8 plus 1. Yeah, that's enough. Let them draw 2? No, I wanna attack, man. Turn 3 for turn 1 Cecil, turn 2 Bob. Bob, reveal Unholy Annex. Turn 3 flip Cecil. That's how to do it. Wait, we could also play the vehicle Death Shadow. We could do that too. Are we cooking? It appears we have an Is It Gamer. I repeat, is it gamer spotted? Sounds awful. Yeah, I mean, it's right up my alley. I like awful. No third land. It's good news. Prowess's main weakness. Creatures that have more than 3 toughness. Do I like Lantern Control? No. I despise Lantern Control. Lantern is not my jam. I mean, I don't fault people for playing it, but it's not my cup of tea, you know. Yeah, good chance they're doing like Vivi plus Cauldron stuff. I would assume that's probably correct. We finished the first game before the Gamba's done. All right, give me some graveyard hate for Cauldron. I will say Pyroclasm is probably a lot worse against the Planisphere version, because like Planisphere tokens grow out of range of Pyroclasm pretty quickly, and it's permanent buffs. It's not like Prowess where they get like one big turn and then you can Clasm them. So I think Clasm is not that good. Yeah, but just do this. Take out like the rubies, a wagon, and a heirloom. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of this hand. Yeah, the Gamba was pretty one-sided. Okay, better. Is better. Much better. We'll draw land. Aggressive mulligan here. What, 5 land? There's no way the hand's a keep. Come on. Ain't no way that hand's a keep. You crazy. You crazy. Dude, should I wagon or Trailblazer? They both cast Hawk next turn. I think it's wagon. This gets me a Perma Bluesaurus. I think I like that better. Yeah, the wagon is more damage next turn. That's the difference. I mean, okay, sure. Okay. I got mana. I got mana. Elegant Parlor. A lot of units today. I don't know. I could cast it to get in 3 damage this turn. Yeah, fuck it. I'm in. I'll take the 3 damage. I don't know if the extra 3 damage is worth it this turn, but I don't need blue mana for plot. I already have the canal if I draw like a blue card. If I draw a Battlecrier. Okay. Punished if Hawk. How do I get punished if Hawk? I can still cast it off the tracker. Isn't it the same thing? I don't think I want to trade. No trade. They have an Overlord. They do not have an Overlord in the graveyard. They do have that, which is not bad. Deck, don't do this to me. And I guess, yeah, I guess I'll cast that. It's better than 2 damage, probably. I don't think we're in a good spot, though, because they're... I get to discard stuff to the Dragon War now. I mean, they don't have an Overlord, right? Just discarded their whole hand. Okay. Yeah, Growl Delirium is good. Hey! Hey! Cut that out. Thanks for the maps. Thank you for the maps. I appreciate it. Opponent's just helping me out over here. See, this is why I hate Get Lost, by the way. If it wasn't very, very clear, this is why I despise that card. Keep. Do they have a removal spell for Wagon? Hold. Hold. We get an attack. That's good news. Okay. So they just go to 2? Alright, yeah, it's a tough way to do it, but... Wait, why didn't they just... They just -3? They could have just dealt 3 damage to me, right? Alright, +3 life. 3 life secured. Top. I don't like that. Not a big fan of top. Chat. Not liking where I'm at. Okay, we just have to hope that they forget that it has trample. Maybe? Maybe they forget about trample? Damn it. Alright, fine. Oh, okay. Why did they give me a land? Stop giving me a free land! Dude, come on, man. Please! Oh, God, that's not even good. I mean, I know it has haste, but I think we need to find exactly Hawk to win. Like, this 4-3 is just not good enough. I don't think. Alright, give me a little Hawk Tua. Simply just Hawk Tua on that thing. No, I don't like lands. Not a big fan. I mean, sometimes I like lands, but not at this particular juncture. You're dead to Hawk. Hawk? They're not dead to Cactusfolk Sureshot. Alright. God, that was brutal. Alright, how about this? Every single time we get flooded, we remove a land from the deck. Is that a good idea? Low enough to mulligan to 4. Yeah, but I wouldn't be mulliganing to 4 due to lack of spells. Like, I would still have, you know, like 4 or 5 land hands, for sure. Arena's just not having it today. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. All right, let's go regular playlist. I've had enough of whatever this is. Do 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 do. Uh-oh, chat. My lights just flickered. Chat, if we lose power... if we lose power, it was a good run. 07s. Not sure exactly why that just happened, but I'd like it to not happen again. Yeah, it's the arena glitch. It's too many new cards that they've never seen before. Arena just doesn't know what to do with themselves. If I lose power, then I shall play in the dark. There's a bit of a problem with that. I'll let you think about what the problem is. Yeah, just get like a hotspot on my phone. I guess I could do that. Just use my phone hotspot Wi-Fi to stream. How many P do you think I could stream in with the phone hotspot Wi-Fi? Probably not that many Ps, right? Well, I guess I could just stream on the phone, right? At least 34. Yeah, there would not be that many Ps. There would be like negative Ps. Alright, I'm doing this. Screaming Nemesis on defense, huh? Good thing I wasn't gonna gain life anyways, huh? Little did they know, I don't have gain life cards. I mean, they still gotta hold it back. I guess this? Dragonhawk. Dragonhawk. Oh. Okay, sure. Go. Take 6. Yeah. You can get away with 30 FPS in a card game. No, not FPS, like streaming, like bit rate. You know, like 1080p, whatever, like that kind of stuff. Like how many Ps, not FPS. I currently stream in 30 FPS, mostly because every single time I try to stream in 60 FPS, it just doesn't work. But 60 does look cleaner for sure. I wish I could do it in 60. Overlord. Yeah, Trailblazer down. Trailblazer down. All right, what do we got? You know, it would be nice to hold that up. So why don't I do that? 3. Getting an idea. Make green. Crew. Not this. Destroy. Pedro. Any Pedros in the chat? Okay, land is good. Gives me 1 extra for the counter spell. You're up. An 8. I mean, I am technically defenseless this turn, but I think we'll be okay. This song slaps, man. Why is it so good? Does that matter? I mean, I'll take 4. Yeah, I don't think that one matters. Like, their last 2 cards could be land, get lost. Technically. Cactus. Cactus, cactus, cactus. End of turn. Take 6. Played Temur Otters, but town got blasted. How do you play Temur Otters without town or Quarry Steelcutter? Yeah, I don't know though, because that deck lost that deck lost town and it also lost Beanstalk, right? Beanstalk was a pretty big part of those decks. Yeah, is the issue. I guess you can still combo with Get Out, right? If you have infinite mana, you can Get Out to bounce the talent. I didn't even think about that. Wait, you can still do the infinite combo. Wait, so we can just play Vivi combo with... we can just play Vivi combo with Get Out, can't we? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but, like, that's fine, isn't it? I hadn't thought about using Get Out as a means to, like, set up the combo with talent with Vivi. Something I had just not thought about. I mean, I'm just gonna do this. Should I attack? If I attack with Wagon, they block with Nemesis. What do they kill? They can't kill the Sure Shot. I guess they kill the Wagon, but I think I'm okay with that trade. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that trade. I guess I'll get a red source. Yeah, like I said, I hadn't thought about using Get Out as a way to set up the combo with Vivi. That's kind of interesting. It is worse, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that it's not the same card. Hawk's been okay so far. I think we're 3-1, I want to say. Vivien will simply find a Hawk. Give me a +1. I guess I'll take that. Dude, free vacuum next turn. Ayo. Free vacuum off of Battlecrier. You'd love to see that. Oh wait, I can just sack the Ghost Vacuum next turn. I'm probably gonna do that. I forgot I could just do that. Yeah. Oh, they get to kill. Oh no, they can't kill the Sure Shot because it has Ward 2, right? I forgot about that. That's fine. You know what's really funny about the reach animation? If you look at the reach animation, it's like covering up the ward animation, so it's actually kind of hard to tell that it has reach and ward. Isn't that weird? I think I just let Vivien die. Although Vivien can find land 6 for the Knights of Round. Nah, I'm gonna let it die. Keeping the sure shot's pretty good with the Battlecrier already in hand. It's also not even clear that I want to sacrifice the vacuum, even if I drew land 6 there. Okay, so Hardcast Trailblazer first. 2, 1. Do this. 1 mana, play Battlecrier, have no mana left over, draw a card, play Vacuum for free. Or Rookie Trailblazer, make a mana. That doesn't work. Rookie Battlecrier, don't have any mana left over. So I think it's just Trailblazer into Battlecry. Green, do this. Draw a card, attack for 12. Do. We'll pass the turn. Still mad they made the full art Final Fantasy Wastes the coolest art. The full art... I don't think I've seen the full art Final Fantasy Wastes. I mean, I just found out the other day that it was legal, so... I didn't even know there was... I didn't even know Wastes was legal, to be honest with you. Battlecrier first better there? No, because then I miss a card draw. I mean, I guess I could have gone Battlecrier into Rookie into Trailblazer and just missed the card draw. Maybe that was better. But there was no way to give the Rookie haste that turn. Like, I couldn't get the Rookie to 4 power, because I would have to go Rookie into Trailblazer into Battlecrier, but I was short mana. And if I go Rookie into Battlecrier, then I don't have a mana for the Trailblazer, because I only had 5 mana. So I think no matter what, I was, like, short of what I wanted to do. Like, basically, however I slice it. Tranquilo. I guess I'll take Frillback. I could sack the Vacuum, pop Frillback, pop Fear of Missing Out. Okay, that's good. Well, it's actually not that good. Well... I guess I'll do this. 1 minute draw. No, I think this is better. I just get their summon. And then I still have this up for next turn in case they have, like, nonsense with Yuna. Destroy evil, my Elder Dragon War. Come on, at least let me get the summon. Come on. Come on. I don't want to try that next. It's maybe good enough. Give it a shot. It's a bad random encounter deck. I like to think of it as random encounter as a good... random encounter is a good synthesizer deck. Like, if you think about it, you know? If you really think about it. Elf. Elf. Oh! Arena, come on, man. Arena, why would you do that to me? Why would you not tap the fucking heirloom, man? Alright, well, I guess I'm playing this now. You're killing me, Arena. Alright. Get auto-tappered, I guess. I really didn't want to cast a spell this turn, but here we are. Can I try Domain with Caretakers and Carrot Cake? Well, I mean, you wouldn't be Domain at that point, right? You would just be Celestia. Like those old Celestia tokens decks. I will say, those decks did play 4 Beanstalk and 4 Caretakers. And you obviously you can't do that anymore, so they're not gonna shuffle the elf, are they? There's no way that's the play. I mean, I'm fine with that. Because now they have to down tick, and then I could just torch it anyways. Okay, he's cooking. So this one is... Dude, tap this fucking heirloom, please. My god. So this one's free. Well, not free, but it makes 1 mana. We make red. Cast this. Do this. Oh my goodness. Hot dog. That was a good turn. Good turn inbound. Good turn inbound. Next turn, they just take lethal damage. I'll allow that. That you can have. That one's on the house. Right, like you can still play Domain, right? Like there's definitely a Domain deck that is out there, but it's not going to be like as explosive as it was before. That's the difference, you know. Might as well do this first, right? It's free. How much damage? The answer is a lot. Pew, 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 pew. I mean, it's 20 from the Dragonhawk alone. The issue is they're not even going to get to the end step because they just take lethal damage, right? Oh no, we're going to the end step. All right, take 20. Good turn. I would say it's a good turn. Good turn. I have like the Esper Origins. This one's been pretty good. It's like kind of nice with Elf because you can just go like Elf on 1, Origins on 2, and then Flashback on 3. And then it's also pretty good with Battlecrier because Battlecrier discounts both the original casting and the flashback. So you can just go, if you have enough 4-power creatures, you can just pay 2 mana to go cast it twice in the same turn, which is nice. Like that is kind of cool. Dimir. Man, I've not been sideboarding a lot against Dimir. But I don't think a lot of these cards are that good against them. Like, this is really all I've been doing. It's just the Frenzy. Like, Pawpatch isn't as good against Dimir, though, because they just don't, like... Their flyers are a lot cheaper. They don't have expensive flyers. Right, so, like, the cards that you're trading Pawpatch for are mostly 2-mana cards, so you're not really getting, like, a mana advantage when you do that. Just didn't seem as good. Yeah, Barrage could be nice for Kaido. What other cards are good against Dimir? There's not, like, a ton of, like, specific cards that are just flat out good against Dimir. Like, maybe I should board in Pyroclasm? Because they have Siren, and some of them are playing the Flash Flyer. The Worldwagon? Man, dude, the Worldwagon's sick. It's really good with Dragonhawk. Like, the idea is that you go Wagon on turn 3, and that ramps you into Dragonhawk on turn 4 by itself. And the nice thing about that is when you go Wagon into Dragonhawk, you can crew the Wagon with the trigger on the stack to get the extra trigger off the Dragonhawk. All right, this play is kind of weird, but I want to put the Kaido to 1 this turn. It does mean that I don't have an extra red source next turn by not plotting this, but we gotta teach Kaido a lesson. But no, the Wagon's good. Ramps you to Hawk, 4-power creature that that counts towards the Hawk. It's good. Fixes your mana because you are a 3-color deck, but it's good. Well, Fenrir is not 4-power for Dragonhawk. That's the difference. Because you do need some 4-power guys for, like, you need enough 4-power guys for Dragonhawk. We did think about Fenrir for a little bit, but, like, again, I think you just want more 4-power guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they probably have the Tapper. Oh boy, you trying to tap me? I guess I'll just do this. This is good against the Tapper because it gives trample. Corn, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hope you get a good stream. Playing some new standard. New standard. It's been fun. I've been having a good time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no elf trade. Do they know about trample? It seems like they don't know about trample. Unless they just wanted to trade for the thing anyways, but it's pretty good. Welcome, welcome. Ward 2, by the way. Ward dose. We are 12. We gotta be a little bit careful about that. That's something to keep in mind. Doesn't matter. Wagon. Give me a red, I guess. No, I should have got blue. That was stupid. I don't know why I didn't get blue. I have to say the bans were about a year too late. Yeah, see, the weird thing about the bans, and one thing that I've been, like, kind of thinking about over the past couple of days, is that not, like, I think basically every single one of the cards that they banned were supposed to have already rotated, right? Like, these cards that got banned were cards that were designed with 2-year standard in mind, not 3-year standard. So it's almost like they basically sort of, like, did, like, an early rotation anyways, right? Because without the ban list, if we were back in 2-year standard, the cards that got banned would have rotated anyways. Yeah, except for Cutter. But Cutter's like a, you know, I guess Cutter's different, but I thought Wilds would. So what hypothetically would have rotated this year if they were doing 2-year standard? It would have been Ixalan, OTJ. Would those have been the 2 extra sets? Yeah, see, I thought Wilds would have gone too, right? Wilds, Ixalan, MKM, OTJ. Oh yeah, MKM too. Yeah, so all 4 of those hypothetically, in this alternate universe of 2-year standard, those would have rotated this year. So yeah, those cards all would have been gone. It was a tricky spot, man. Tricky spot. Send me a clue. I need some help. Okay, that qualifies as help. I would say that qualifies. Guess I'll play another wagon. Get Isla, do this, crew here. Yeah, I guess I just want to kill the Kaido. I don't want to risk it. Alright, Kaido, get out of here. Kaido, kindly leave. Spirebluff Canal. I would like one more card, please. They're flooding and they're pissing. Can you stop? I guess we just send both wagons, right? Yeah, we send both wagons here. They tap 1. No, 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 not the elf, not the elf. Calm down, buddy. You're getting in there next turn. Not this turn, though. It's my last basic, by the way. I repeat, no more basic lands. This thing can only target creatures, right? Not non-land permanent. Yeah, just creatures. Whoa. Why didn't they mastermind before I popped the clue? It's a 10 ball coming in. Huge 10 piece. We are not dead to Kaido. Yeah, we're not dead to Kaido. Deals us 5. Hold. What about the Regalia? Yeah, I mean, I thought about, like, maybe if there was a different build with, like, Regalia and Balthier and Fran, but I don't know if that's good enough. Because, like, Balthier and Fran by itself was just not that good. It was a card that I was not really that impressed with when I played it during early access. Maybe it's better than I'm giving it credit for, but there is maybe like a more vehicle focused version, you know. Tapping the rookie, not drawing. Okay, they can shuffle the rookie. I mean that's 2 more draws. 2 more draws secured. Well, 3 more draws. Oh no, it is 2 because this one already is a 4/4. Yeah, okay. Why are they not casting their mastermind? I'm confused. Dude, we're drawing a lot of cards this turn. Okay, that should be good enough. Green, red, cast this, draw 2. This deck, when this deck pops off, it really pops off. Sure. I mean, I guess I'll just keep casting spells, right? +3? Yeah. I feel like that one's a little too late to the party. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna deck myself? I don't think I'm gonna deck myself. Okay, I'll just go to combat. Attack you. As the kids say, 1 life is not 0. Dude, this deck slaps, man. God, this deck slaps.